Hello everyone. Today we're going to be doing another Star Trek watch-along, but something a little bit different this time. Rather than just me talking, we're going to get a bunch of people to talk and hope it doesn't, immediately devolve and become a disaster. Ideally this will work out, but yeah, we'll see. Let me start the timer here. There we go, 5 minutes until the countdown. We're going to be, the first episode today is going to be the Nagus. So if you want to watch the Nagus, make sure you have that queued up. There's links to all the deep places you can watch Deep Space Nine in the live stream description. And so, yeah, it's a Season 1 episode. I don't really remember anything of it other than the Nagus is in it. The Nagus of the Ferengi, of course. Does anyone remember anything about this other than Ferengi exist? Does anyone remember anything other than that Ferengi are a thing that happened in this episode? Because I'm even just playing it sort of in the background just to give the stream something visual to look at. I'm scrolling through, I don't remember any of this.
I remember it a little bit.
Do you remember it being good?
It's an okay episode. It's a Quark episode. And this is the only time we ever see the Grand Nagus' son in Deep Space Nine.
Oh, that just reminded me of everything. Okay, now I remember it.
Okay.
The Grand Nagus' son. Yep, that brought everything back. Oh, thank you, Third Class Gaming. I'm sure you are indeed first class quality. I believe that. If anyone's in the Discord, the timestamp, we haven't started yet. We're pressing play in just over 3 minutes. If anyone's in the Discord, but not in the voice chat, you can just click the Watch Along voice chat channel, and you'll be able to talk along with everyone. And we can just talk about the episode together. So it's not just me.
I'm pretty sure I've never even seen this, and if I have, I completely forget it.
Well, we certainly know something about it. We know the Nagus is in it, and that's all that matters. Good old Wallace Shawn. We might get some Umox, that's true. So folks in the stream, you may have noticed, we got some different jazz today. Better jazz. The other jazz wasn't very good, but it was copyright free. This one is not copyright free, and I'm just kind of banking on the fact that the copyright holder doesn't notice. But it's a lot better. We'll see how that goes. Starting in just 2 minutes. Again, the episode is The Nagus, Season 1, Episode 10 or 11, depending on where you're watching. The Nagus. I wonder if we get some of Jake's prejudice, or lack of prejudice against Ferengi. Some of Ben Sisko's prejudice against Ferengi. So I remember in the early seasons, Jake was very accepting toward Nog, and Ben was the one who was warning him off him. He was like, don't talk with that Ferengi boy, he's a bad influence. But he's like, no, he's an alright guy. I think we might be getting some of that.
Father, he's been telling me all about compound interest rates.
I love compound interest rates. Everyone loves compound interest.
Allegedly the most powerful force in the universe.
Yeah, the algorithms might notice the smooth jazz, but honestly, I get... These live streams get effectively no ad revenue, so honestly, I really don't care if it gets demonetized. I don't care. They can have my 30 cents of ad revenue.
Wait, the guy from The Princess Bride plays the Nagus?
Yeah, Wallace Shawn. You never go in.
Great.
You never go in against the Nagus when profits are on the line. Alright, 30 seconds to start. Again, I hope everyone's queued up to the Nagus, because we're not scrolling back if someone misses the start time. Just gotta queue up with the timestamp. Everyone, of course, look out for the triangle ship. I'm very curious to see if the Nagus arrives on the station in the triangle ship. If we even see his ship. He might just show up dramatically, as he tends to do. Alright, 5, 4... Turns out I'm an idiot and missed my own timestamp. Man, I'm a really good professional streamer. Well, we're supposed... I was watching the timestamp on the live stream, not the timestamp on my own thing, so I was subject to my own stream delay there. Good, good. I'm very good at what I do. 35 seconds in, 36, 37, 38... We certainly get some Jake. Does anyone on Bajor care about Cisco yet, other than Kaiopaka? Does anyone care yet?
I don't.
Because it doesn't seem like any of the Bajorans are clamoring for him to be there, he just decides he wants to go.
Is this before or after the episode where the school gets bombed?
This is before...
Oh, this is before that.
We don't have a school yet. Actually, do we have a... I don't know. It hasn't been bombed yet at any rate.
I think the school bombing is actually when the emissary becomes a thing, because he actually goes up against Kai Wynn and gets involved with Barial.
That sounds right.
That's when he starts to become popular.
I don't believe that from Quark for a second. Customer satisfaction? There we go, that's more what we were expecting. It seems like Rom's voice is changing now. It's not all the way there, but it's a lot closer to the final voice he decides on, compared to the first few episodes. He's getting there.
Yeah, he was much more Weasley Ferengi early on. Now he just sounds slightly stupid.
Yeah, he should... I believe this is an Evil Rom episode. I think he's still Evil Rom. Especially with the Nagus' son. What is that? Is that a fish? Is that a fish skeleton?
I think that's the only time that prop ever gets used.
Oh, hey, Morn.
Yeah, I've never seen it in any other episode.
I really like this guy's voice.
Oh, we heard Morn. It was a laugh, but we heard him. I can't help but notice that when he says, "This is my father, Grand Nagus Zek," he's pointing to Morn. He's not actually pointing to Zek. Are they trying to make the Grand Nagus sort of be an enigmatic character for now? Oh, he's being very enigmatic. Compared to his usual flamboyance.
Quark just has that list ready.
Yeah, he needs to be able to show people everything he has available. Do you have to be so creepy about it, Zach? Okay.
Laugh he had, Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know if he's happy or if he's just screwing with Quark or what.
Do we ever see his son again? I swear I don't even remember that being a character.
I don't think so, no.
Yeah, no, he never comes back.
You would think he would definitely come back in season 7 when, Zek's actually giving up the Nagus. He doesn't show up there either.
Guess they just forgot.
I'll say I think everyone else forgot too. I don't think it matters.
Yeah, really.
Maybe he was just so shamed by the events. Oh no, I think that's true actually. I think he was so shamed by the events of this episode that we're gonna get that he just wasn't even qualified to be the Nagus anymore. He was just disowned. It's starting to come back to me. I think that's what happens. So while this title sequence is going, just another reminder, if you would like to join the voice chat, there's a link in the description to the Discord channel. And I see there are 7 people in the Discord channel who aren't actually in the voice chat, so I don't know what's up with that. But if they want to join the voice chat, just click on Watch Along Voice Chat, that channel, and you'll be able to talk along with everyone. Yeah, I don't think being Nagus is hereditary. I think it's just assumed that the son of the Nagus will also be really clever. Oh, here's the school.
So Nagus is his title, not his name.
Yeah, Grand Nagus Zek. Good O'Brien. As we've learned, O'Brien, the most important character in Starfleet in all of history. Learned that just a few days ago. Because he can't read or write. That's why he doesn't have his essay.
That was always weird to me. Like, you would think Ferengi would value literacy quite a bit.
Yeah, how are you supposed to do interstellar finance if you can't even tell what the contract is? How are you supposed to write a contract? Oh, don't drag Jake into this. That's very convincing, Jake. He's a very good liar.
Meddling Vulcans.
Zek's in a holosuite, right? Why can we hear his laughter? Are they not soundproofed at all?
He's having that good of a time.
Yeah, based on what people use the holosuites for, that would be very, very uncomfortable to be in the bar if they're not soundproof. We can
There's
hear-
lamps.
We can hear Zek just fine. I don't know what's up.
And the Klingons are obviously fighting a battle while they're standing outside the holosuite.
How many different species are there that are just mute servant races? There's this guy, and there's Loxana Troy's person, whose name I can't remember. I just think Lurch. His name isn't Lurch, but that guy.
The tall
Mr.
guy,
Hom.
right?
Yeah. Mr. Home,
Mr.
that's
Hom.
right. There's at
And he's
least two
technically
servant
not mute,
races.
because he did talk at the end of that episode.
He did. But that was season 1, and that gets retconned real quick.
Yeah, true.
Is he gonna tattle
And
on Jake?
I don't think the Jupyrian servants are actually mute. I think it's a vow they take.
He's tattling on Jake.
Hello?
Oh no, he's not tattling. He's just being space racist.
It
He doesn't like
happens.
Frankie either. Yeah.
I always loved how they treated O'Brien's attitude towards Cardassians.
Yeah. He doesn't hate Cardassians. Well, he says he doesn't. It's himself he hates. 'Cause of the Cardassians.
Because of everything he did. Maybe.
Yeah, he's still racist towards Cardassians, though.
Yeah, he is. The official taste tester?
Approved.
I don't think this will ever happen again either. Are tube grubs supposed to be served live, like Gok? Or are they dead? What's the deal with tube grubs?
I think they're dead.
Yeah, I think that traditionally the women pre-chew the tube grubs for the men.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. But Grand Nagus Zek, leader of the entire Ferengi people, he chews his own food?
Well, there aren't any women here.
He can afford some. He can rent a woman.
Yeah. You'd
This
think
is true.
he had a woman. Like, you'd think he had women with him, just going along.
Actually, Ferengi women are not allowed to leave the homeworld. I forgot about that.
Oh, you're right. True.
Oh, they thought through this several seasons ahead. They know what's up.
So bad.
How repulsive. A human female.
Disgusting.
I bet she even wears clothing. Yeah, I don't know why the Ferengi are apparently so opposed to education. I guess it makes people harder to exploit if they actually know how to read the contracts.
I don't think it's necessarily toward education, but Federation education. Like the fact he's not going to a Ferengi school, maybe.
Maybe.
I think they're very traditional and keeping Ferengi traditions in general.
And I
It's
guess
still
Rom's
odd
still.
that Nog.
Yeah, I guess Rom's still supposed to be a complete idiot, so he can't teach Nog.
True. The Gamma Quadrant.
Thank you, Wallace. It was very good line reading.
No problem.
Good. More space racism. Oh, hey, Morin. Morin looks very confused by the entire situation.
He doesn't know how to react. Just stunned.
Where's he supposed
He
to get
looks
a
so
drink?
hurt.
Yeah. It's your best customer, Quark. You can't shoo him away. What about the profit? It's not that long a shadow. He's like 4 feet tall.
It's more a wide shadow.
That's true.
Covers a lot of area.
Why aren't you at school today, Nog? Yeah, he's not even being taught by a human female right now. He's being taught by Mr. O'Brien.
Well, Keiko, I think, runs the main school, and
She does. She's
O'Brien,
just. Yeah.
O'Brien would teach like the engineering parts, the more technical parts. I
Yeah,
believe.
Keiko's just away for a couple weeks, so he has to.
All right, it's
fill in.
away. It's away. I forgot that.
Oh, there's the fish again. Fish skeleton.
Oh, what?
There's the fish skeleton hanging under the bridge.
Really? I never noticed that. Oh my god.
Maybe it's related to the Bajoran holiday.
Maybe.
Hanging a fish under a bridge. What a strange place.
Yeah, I'm sure the Gamma Quadrant is going to work out very well for them. It's going to be great. Lots of friendly
amazing
cultures to
idea.
trade with.
Pretty sure it's a great idea.
Say it ain't so, Nagus. You can't. He can't lose his lust for profit.
That would be heresy.
Right. Goes against every in tradition. Their principles. Sacrilege.
At least Nagus seems pleased with himself. He's enjoying the entire situation.
Getting a kick of it all.
You know, Quark stroking his ear like that has some concerning implications for how he feels about this new promotion. Based on what we know about Ferengi ears. If you're just joining the stream, there's a link to the Discord channel in the description where absolutely anyone who wants can come in and voice chat with us. Yes, but
Jake's
other
so
cultures
young.
that aren't Ferengi. He is. He's 14, apparently.
Yeah.
He still doesn't look 14 to me. He still looks 12.
Yeah, he looks way too young.
Oh, that guy seems very evil. That
Just he has the stare, the look.
and the voice.
Yeah, it's got everything.
Oh, he's already hitting him up for protection money. Okay. Good.
Straight to the point. They are Ferengi after all. Just straight to the business part.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Morn.
Oh, he just wanders through. Amazing.
You always got to be on the lookout for Morn. He's just walking around, always in
It's
the
everywhere.
background.
Watching, planning.
He's gonna get back at Quark for kicking him out of the bar. Apparently, Aaron Eisenberg is 24 as of this episode. Actor who plays Nog is 24. Definitely not a kid, but we knew that much already.
Well,
Kidney problems, Tim.
I never realized he was so young in the series. Like the actor itself, himself.
I mean, 24 doesn't seem that young when he's supposed to be playing a little kid.
Oh wait, he's 24 in this episode. Oh my god.
Aaron Eisenberg is 24 in this episode, yeah. According to
wow.
someone in chat. Quark must really be desperate.
He's no idea what he's doing. Ugh.
Wasting product is no laughing matter, Quark.
Well, he has more than enough money now to make up for it. I'm sure he'll be okay.
Hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if he takes it out of Rom's paycheck, since Rom's the one who made him spit it up with laughter.
You bet he's gonna do that.
Or it looks like we're in the main corridors again. Be on the lookout for a fish skeleton hanging from the ceiling.
And Morn.
And Morn. It's very important.
I really hate the reverb in the promenade scenes. It's very strange.
I'm just staring at Nog thinking about how this man is 24 years old.
Incredible, honestly.
Yeah, I think Quark probably knows that's not gonna happen. Ain't nobody kissing that scepter. Wait, what was that in the background? Oh. I thought that was gonna be a background prop. Nope, that was a bomb.
An actual bomb.
Not that accurate. You don't aim for the head with your bomb, you aim center mass or at his feet. Come on.
Maybe his ears are the stinkiest part.
That's a very good point. Jesus, could you imagine the stench coming out of there?
I'd really rather not.
Especially with the chronic tympanic disease.
I would assume that the Ferengi try really hard to keep them clean, but I don't know. I think it's a lot of Odo's concern. He's chief of security and someone just tried to assassinate you.
Kind of his job.
He has more than enough money now to make up for it. More than enough money now to make up for it. More than enough money now to make up for it. More than enough money.
Oh god.
Chicago, you might be having a bit of an issue with your mic there.
Technical difficulties.
Like, I don't know why you're playing my voice back to me repeatedly, but you do you. Mayhardu, that's his name. Shouldn't Mayhardu be working for Quark now? Or does he take an oath to Zek, not the Nagus in general?
Yeah, I think he's a personal bodyguard, not necessarily the Nagus' bodyguard.
Yes, Cisco, it's private. Whenever these scenes come up, I never know. If I say just Cisco, do people know I'm talking about Ben Cisco?
Yes.
Because they're both Cisco.
Well, Jake is just that ill-tempered boy.
Oh, that's true. I can just... From now on, Ben Cisco is Cisco, and Jake is boy.
Just boy.
Like Rom in that earlier scene. Or not Rom, Aaron Eisenberg. What's his name? Nog.
Like Wesley Crusher.
Is that an animal?
I think. Is it moving?
It's moving.
Oh, it's moving.
It's a puppet from an Alexander episode.
Just reminds me of those evil symbiotes or evil parasites from TNG season 1 that try and take over Starfleet.
Yes, Nagus.
He made a deal with that man and he didn't even call him Godfather. He's not grown into the role yet.
You think Quark would have come up with a drinking game? Every time someone says yes, Nagus, you have to buy a drink.
And they'd have to go along with it. Yep, good old evil, season 1 evil Rom. Something tells me season 7 Rom would not have planned anything like this at any point.
Yeah, it's just a completely different character.
It's probably cold by now.
My gosh. She just did a Riker set.
Did she? I missed it.
Oh my god, she did?
Now I'm gonna have to watch out for the way Dax sits down. How's the dog?
Oh, you're gonna hear him? Oh god. I don't know. I'm looking out from my window right now. I think someone passed just walking their dog or something.
Okay. Oh, here we go. The anti-space racism scene. When Cisco realizes he was space racist.
Yeah, character development.
Then he tips over a crate and it falls on Worf somehow.
Poor Worf. It's okay. He can get another spine. They can just grow them whenever they want now.
True, he has the artificial spine.
How did he get it? I thought his spine was given back by Q or something stupid.
No,
I
it
don't
was
How it happened.
that doctor with the terrible medical ethics regrew his spine and then...
With the terrible medical ethics, regrew his spine, and then.
Oh no, not again.
Alright, I fixed it. Chicago, I think I'm gonna have to just keep you muted. Yeah, that doctor regrew his spine and then it temporarily killed him, but because he has redundant organs, he got better.
Yeah. Like their backup system.
Yeah.
Like a built-in backup system.
2 of everything.
Klingons, man.
Didn't seem to help Gowron from a flesh
Yeah,
wound.
no.
Rob's just about to snap.
Oh yeah, they're walking right into an assassination plot. Mayhardou's not gonna join in, is he? Where's Mayhardou going?
Mayherdou just walked under the fish skeleton too.
Oh my god, really?
Yep.
Oh. I'm just looking out for Morn.
Also, where did Rom get that locator bomb? How did he get that? Oh, there's Morn.
Oh, Morn! There you are.
We found Morn. Yeah, Rom hasn't left the station. He certainly can't replicate a bomb. Did he just
Well, I
have
mean,
it?
he and Krax are working together, so maybe
I
it
get-
came from Krax.
Maybe Krax just has bombs laying around.
Maybe he just kinda knows where to get them. Convinced Rom to buy some.
90s CGI, am I right?
It looks okay. Could be worse.
Could be a lot worse. Oh,
Mark,
you're
a
so
little slow to
fucked.
catch on.
Is this really the best way to assassinate someone, though? I would think that they would be able to see an ops that an airlock is opening. Now, do you think they're going to open the airlock just a little bit and let him suffocate? Or are they going to eject him into space?
That would just be cruel. Just open it tiny little bit.
Yeah. Well, I was watching Enterprise yesterday where he did that. I mean, very different circumstances. I guess we'll never find out. And from this point forward, that Ferengi ceases to exist.
He does, doesn't he? He just disappears.
Wait, but why is Zek holding on to Mayhardu again? Did I miss something? It's just dragging him along.
He doesn't have his staff. Like, he can't walk properly without his staff, I think.
Quark
Okay.
left it in the airlock.
Yeah, they should probably go get that.
Yes. Space.
Ah, yogurt!
They went back
Esther
for
of the
it.
Schwartz.
Spacism.
And he will, actually. That's surprising. He will let Quark know about any deals he finds.
He will. Oh, he's terrified.
Is Rom not being arrested? Odo saw it. He was there.
Attempted murder. I mean, you think he has some charges?
You know, apparently it's okay.
At some point, they just swap him out with the Mirror Universe version.
Oh, is that how that works?
If you were really focused on continuity, honestly, that might make more sense.
Oh, it's
Hey,
just
it's
like
a fifth skeleton. They're in the background.
it's just like Harry Kim gets swapped out.
Come on, there's some 3-day-old soup waiting for us.
Excuse me, sir, that's not a soup, that's aubergine stew. That is
Feels
a
really
stew.
dope.
Yeah. Also, that was a really big pot of stew in that scene.
They were
That was
hungry.
That was a good 3
Yeah,
or 4
really
days
hungry.
worth of stew.
Yeah. Really hungry.
Well, you see, Jake missed dinner so many times he must have been starving.
Ah, that's a good point. Alright. Let me change the title of the stream, or not of the stream. On screen. DS9 Vortex is next. Put on the jazz.
Is it
Change
another
the timestamp.
countdown?
Yep, another countdown, 5 minutes. Okay, 5-minute countdown started. Let's see, what happens in Vortex? Oh, this is the magic key. But the
Oh,
plot
is this where they're no, I'm thinking of a different episode. Which episode is the Alan Moraine count to 4?
Oh, we already saw that. That was Move Along Home. Someone wants to know the full name of Alexander Siddiq? Well, I'll have you know that Siddiq al-Tahir al-Fadil al-Siddiq Abdurrahman Muhammad Ahmed Abdel Karim al-Mahdi.
Jesus
What?
Christ. What?
Yeah, that's Bashir's
Wow.
full name. The actor's name.
Wow.
Well, I know he goes by Alexander Siddiq. I don't know if he actually legally changed his name.
Oh my!
I don't expect he did.
Mm.
Yeah, I think that's only his stage name for most of DS9, and then he just goes back to Siddiq.
Yeah. Cause he also goes by just Siddiq El Fadil, or he goes by Alexander Siddiq, and I'm not sure if I'm supposed to call him Alexander or if I'm supposed to call him Siddiq. He goes by both.
Maybe
Or-
both are acceptable.
Yeah. Or just always refer to him as Siddiq El Tahir El Fidel El Siddiq Abdurrahman Muhammad Ahmed Abdel Karim El Mahdi.
Yeah, just be easier.
Oh yeah, other people have been posting some intakes. My only thoughts on other people doing intakes is I think it's not a good idea for them to be putting out like one every day or like 2 a day. Because there's actually not that many. There's not that many outtakes. Need to draw it out a bit. Some people
I think I
Do it in,
watched
like-
every single intake you have. They're amazing.
some people start doing to do like 7 in a row. Like in the same day. It's like, no, you need to draw it out. There's not that many outtakes. You gotta pace yourself.
Do you I was wondering how you, because obviously a lot of the outtakes don't have like ambient noise and stuff. Do you add that back in when you
Yeah.
do the outtake?
Yeah, I have a few streams going through the just start to finish making them. But for the ambient noise, I just pull it from elsewhere in the episode, generally. Just earlier in that scene, I'll find a little bit where no one's talking, and then I'll just copy and paste the audio. Because it's usually just engine rumble, and with engine rumble, no one will be able to notice that it's overlapping itself. That it's copy-pasted. Yeah, the outtakes are all on the Blu-rays. They're probably on the regular DVDs too, but I haven't checked.
I love how
Right.
subtle some of them are. You'll just be waiting and waiting and waiting.
And the tiniest little change. Those ones are actually my least favorite. The ones where there's barely a difference. But then, and I'll think like, oh, this one's not actually that funny, but I've already done it, so I'll just post it. And then someone will be like, oh, this one's my favorite so far. Like, what are you talking about? Because everyone likes different kinds. So just keep putting out the different kinds.
Accounting for taste, old man.
Exactly.
I think my personal favorite was the Picard saying how no one play with ships in bottles, and just
Oh yeah.
Michael Dorn messing up the line, just saying I never play with toys. And just the fact that O'Brien later says, "I did, sir."
I did, sir. Thank you, Mr. O'Brien.
Thank you, Mr.
Good
O'Brien.
one.
Yeah, the I know his name outtake is still blocked, yes. That one's never gonna get unblocked. That one's gone forever. Alright, I'm watching the correct countdown this time. So I'm gonna press play at the correct time. Coming up in 15 seconds.
All right.
I haven't seen the first Contact Director commentary, but I saw the Insurrection one, where it was Jonathan Frakes and Marina Sirtis. That one was really good. Alright, press play in 3, 2, 1, play. Then mute the jazz. There's the triangle ship. The first few seconds we saw the triangular ship. Triangle counter goes up to 3.
Is there like a triangular ship just flying around?
It was
Without-
docked at the station.
Oh,
It's a very specific ship model that they keep reusing. Apparently it's a Mirador Raider in this episode.
Maybe it's some generic ship that can be customized depending on the
I guess.
customer's needs.
Modular
Right.
modular starships. It's a Husnock warship, it's a Miradoran Raider, it's a Bajoran freighter. It does everything.
just an all-around ship. Maybe just like an accessible one, easy to buy.
in the episode immediately following the point where he was nearly assassinated.
Everyone's back to trusting Rom. Oh, Morn.
I think that actor plays the Miradorn.
Foreshadowing.
Some prophecy. He just doesn't take advantage of it because there's no profit in prophecy.
Just a few days ago, he was caught trying to kill his own brother. He should be suspicious.
Oh, Odo wasn't suspicious. Did you notice there were 4 glasses and then there were 5?
Oh. Oh.
It's too subtle.
One's clearly a shapeshifter.
Oh, that would be so weird. Oh my god.
Probably not fit for a family television show.
Yeah, it just works.
I mean,
Didn't he turn into a bag with a zipper once? How does that even work?
Wait, so he can do zippers, but he can't do ears?
well, he can turn into.
That's a good point. Oh, acidic.
Yeah, he doesn't go to Alexander for a little while.
Mm.
I was waiting for a title card or something like that, or an intro crawl where they just have his entire name fill the entire screen and half of the next one.
Like a Star Wars scroll. Which episode was it that the other shapeshifter came on board? One of the other 100 that the founders sent out. Yeah, that he teaches Oda that he can become fire and mist. Like, how?
Space vampire, more like.
The space vampire.
It's a lot of Latin. I don't know. There's so many
Dagra?
like minor actors that are shared between the series.
It's definitely him.
Wow. Yeah.
Before it aired, but after it happened.
That had to feel uncomfortable at the least.
It's a good point.
Like each piece would practically be Odo himself. Like the same mind, maybe.
He's his own private hive mind.
Like, would it act as a hive mind, or each one would be kind of individual but knowing what to do? Yeah.
Perhaps it's like a single consciousness that, slaves the mass of the changeable material.
Is every changeling a mini Great Link unto himself?
We're getting really philosophical here. Oh my god.
That's another thing I've wondered. How, wouldn't he have the same mass? You can't change the amount of mass. So if he's a glass, we would just be like a ridiculously heavy glass.
He just goes to pick up a glass and notices it's like ridiculously heavy. Would it even break the table once you put it down?
That's another. He can change his density.
Yeah. There's no way it would fly.
Or he'd have to be a really big bird.
Maybe Odo has the mass of a bird, and he just sticks to the floor to keep from being blown away by stray drafts.
Just a light breeze could just send him flying. He just has to constantly stick to the ground.
In fact, he's probably got so little mass you could see through him if there was a bright light behind him.
Maybe do a write-up on Daystrom Institute about the physics of shapeshifting.
Everyone just kind of agreed to ignore it.
Of course, with attempted murder, it's not like anyone died.
Something
No
like
real
that.
Well, in for a penny, in for a pound. If you're going to jaywalk, you may as well commit genocide.
Jesus. Amazing logic.
Ironically, their civilization has no escalators.
Well, if he's from the Gamma Quadrant, he could know about the Dominion. Yeah, it's kind of like not a triangle ship. It's kind of like a myth in the Gambit Quadrant. Some say they've seen one once, or they know someone that saw one. Or
And then he does.
Is it Rom again? All right.
It's a long con.
Well, unfortunately, I need to drop, so you guys have fun.
It's just a dude.
A regular dude.
Wouldn't everybody on a space station be considered an alien?
Yeah, but these guys are like super aliens. They're just way too far away.
It's true.
Yeah, he'd be terrified. Damn. He was he's a lot angrier.
I guess we also never see anything like that. You know, trinkets that can shapeshift.
Oh, that's right. You think it's a small piece of a changeling? Right. Hmm. Like, would that be the only way of identifying a person? Just a single name? No surname, no middle name. Yeah, that narrows it down. That narrows the list down.
He just has that space racism.
You'd expect they'd be grateful, at least. Show at least a bit of, I don't know. Exactly, something like that. He did say it's kind of an amalgam between the organic matter and the crystal. Like it could be purple due to that, the crystal being imbued in it.
He's a jaywalker.
He loitered twice. Maybe he just ran on the promenade. Odo's always saying wrong promenade.
What are you talking about? That's... No. Yeah, that's how it works in Star Trek.
Would be such a bad, yeah, it wouldn't be such a bad idea. Have a little backup instead of just sending runabout.
I wonder what they call it if that actually happened.
Like that blasted chatterbox Morn.
Yeah. It's almost as if he enjoyed it in a certain way. So many red flags. Wife number 3 survived.
Why isn't the dangerous criminal sedated?
Yeah, he's not even wearing cuffs or anything like that. Mm. Yeah, it's like the rods for illegal stuff, just avoiding low security, a special kind of program. Like I'd imagine rods. Yeah, evil Rom, secretly a psychopath. And it's so weird seeing him with hair, seeing Cisco with hair, no beard. It's been a long time since I watched season 1. Mm. Oh, he was cuffed. Mm. Maybe it's like muscle memory to shift into that. You'd think so. Oh, he's so dead. I I think he does. I think he doesn't. I don't remember very well, but I think he doesn't.
Thank goodness. Well, thank goodness those enemies weren't smart enough to shoot their ship or anything.
How does Odo get passed out? Are you kidding me?
Like from a single. It's just gonna get a new one then. No biggie.
That'll take all of 2 or 3 seconds to make.
Right.
It's method acting.
Solo test.
I mean, they're using laser weapons?
Right. Well, like external arteries. That's weird. Hmm. Kind of like a choker. That can be comfortable. Probably is. Well, there are 7 more seasons. Doubt he's going with them. A Vulcan was afraid? They don't really care. Just being polite.
Well, Vulcans love chronic liars. Unknown. Please rephrase the question.
Specify parameters.
Be pretty morose too if my cousin was a house key.
Weird family tree. You fear they have an individual mind when they're in the Great Link, or just like a Borg hive mind? Like, just become a single consciousness once they're linked. Yeah. Right.
Doesn't Kaiopaka doesn't even die? They just leave her there, isn't that what happens?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she dies. She dies. It'll just
Yeah,
be...
well. She dies, but
But does she? Kinda. It's complicated.
They just kind of live on a rock. Yeah, it's pretty accurate.
They'll go ahead and promise to come back, then never return. That'll be nice of them. It's probably covered in a book. I think it is. But I haven't read any of those.
Yeah, me neither. I'm gonna get something to drink. Although
Yeah.
we're on the 5-minute pause.
Thought Ship of the Line, but I need to rewatch the TNG episodes that preceded.
That preceded what?
The book Ship of the Line. It's the part where Captain Kelsey Grammer has his adventures in time and space.
Was that the Was that the guy who gets stuck in the time loop?
Yeah, he shows up at the very end.
Okay. Captain of the Bozeman, that's right. Yeah, that's a good point. Are these people all going to be, are they all going to believe in the prophets by the time they come back for them? So they're left there with Kai.
Saw a comment someone was making of the book Ship of the Line. Oh, it's Captain Morgan of the Boozmen. There's a drinking reference.
Yes. Yes, it was. So, once again, for anyone in the chat who's not aware, if you would like to join the voice chat, there's a link to Discord in the description. And you can just come on and just talk.
I'm pretty sure all books are beta canon. And I'm pretty sure Star Trek Online also counts as beta canon.
No idea. All I really know about the books is that William Shatner wrote some, and from the descriptions of some that I've seen, they kind of seem like fan fiction.
Yeah, he wrote. Didn't he write them after Generations?
Don't know.
There.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure books are canon until like CBS says they're not. So, such as beta canon.
Oh, we've got a minute to check. Let's see.
Considering what passes for Star Trek
books,
these days.
canon.
I can just hear the rapid typing of everyone.
The closest I can find is they've never been explicitly called non-canon.
Yeah, it's the same with Star Trek or Star Wars. Sorry, where Disney had to like void their entire canon before doing stuff.
They can be canon in your heart. Alright, we're coming up on time, 15 seconds to press play, with the episode Battle Lines, which is season 1, episode 12, episode 13, depending on where you're looking. Battle Lines. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. Oh hey, it's Miles. Most important character in the Star Trek universe. Even got a statue of him. That would be Gul Dukat. We know his name. Oh no, I guess it is a secret still. Yeah, we don't learn that the prefect was Gul Dukat until that episode with the Cardassian orphan.
You just hear Kira screaming from behind the door. What the?
What do you mean I'm not important?
Oh, it's all
Minor
erotic fan
aspect of-
fiction.
Honestly, I wouldn't put it past Gul Dukat. Guess Kira wasn't as important as she thinks she is. Oh hey, it's Siddiq El Tahir El Fidel El Siddiq Abdurrahman Mohammed Ahmed Abdel Karim Al Mahdi.
Bet you can't say that 3 times fast.
I'd rather not try. I don't understand, though, why in the credit sequence he goes by Siddiq El Fadil when the first 3 names of his name are Siddiq El Tahir. Siddiq El Tahir El Fadil.
I'm not
Maybe
sure
some
how
shortening
Arabic
rules we're not
names.
privy to.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure how Arabic names work precisely. So
As I understand it, the Siddiq El Tahir El Fadil is Siddiq, son of Tahir, son of Fadil. I'm just curious as to why it's in a different order than the full name. So,
perhaps
Trip Tucker in Enterprise, he'd be Charles L. Charles L. Charles.
Yeah.
So he's named Trip because he's Charles the Third, as in
Yeah.
triple?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't watch the show enough to get that.
It's a brief one-off line in one of the season 1 or 2.
I forgot about that. Wow.
Yeah, he's named for that because triple. So is she psychic? Does she have a vision from the prophets? How does she know this?
she's
Maybe
a kind.
Cisco told her and she's just messing with people.
Just trying to look like all prophetic.
There's that episode where Cisco gets visions and he starts making weird predictions and knowing things about people.
Yeah.
All right.
The locusts moving toward Bajor. She could also have just looked him up.
Well, that's the real strategy.
They would have Google, something like that, right?
Yeah,
Kind of
I would hope
space.
so.
How would the internet work in space?
Very well, thank you.
They covered that in Mass Effect at least at one point. They used like quantum entangled pairs to transmit data between hubs across galaxies.
Well, I don't think they can do that here. They just use subspace, which is a bit slower, I assume.
Tremendously slower.
Can't communicate across galaxies with it, or even across our one galaxy. Takes like what,
Not very
70,
well,
80
at
years?
least.
No, it takes like 200 years for a signal to go across the galaxy, I think.
It's more like 100,000 years.
No, but
well,
no,
you
a
mean like
subspace
in
signal.
Trek? Oh yeah.
Like, I don't remember specifically what video that said it, but remember in the movie, the 9th or the 8th movie, where Picard and the crew just goes back in time to stop the Borg. First Contact, that was. And it said that they sent out a signal then to the Delta Quadrant that would eventually lead to the Borg.
Yeah, and it's a couple hundred years until that.
Yeah.
So that'd have to be
one quadrant to another would be 200 years around.
Yeah,
about 200 years.
I don't think you can use entanglement to communicate like that.
Yeah, that doesn't work in physics, but sci-fi. So let's just pretend it does.
Well, you could, but like it would require knowing like too much more than we can possibly know.
Mm.
All right, Kai's in the Celestial Temple now. Do you think she's gonna notice? Nope, didn't even notice. Just straight through the other side.
Like she said nothing about being in the actual Temple of the Prophets.
She didn't get to chat with the prophets. She didn't get the white light all around her. She just thought it was real pretty.
Oh, pretty lights. Amazing.
She didn't even get to pretend to play baseball.
No, what's the point? What's the point of going through the wormhole if you can't pretend to play baseball?
Right?
My guess would be that subspace is a essentially like they use a different dimension or something. Because
I assume it's like in Minecraft with the Nether, where every one block you move in the Nether is 8 blocks in the overworld.
yeah,
Makes sense. I mean, there was a thesis done about how warp technology would actually bend time and space so the ship itself wasn't moving. So maybe they used a similar concept with subspace. Like I can't imagine a wave being under like a new dimension. Just kind of works.
and entanglement ignores distances in space and stuff, but you still need to know information. And the more particles you're considering, the more information you need. Well, at least as I understand it, the entire universe is entangled. You just need to know stuff about specific things in the universe to make predictions regarding specific entanglements.
Yeah, we didn't really cover entanglement when I did my physics degree, but my understanding of it is that even if entangled particles sort of they still don't really work faster than light, is my understanding. Information, no matter what, can't go faster than light.
Well, yeah, that's another thing. There's no new information, made through entanglement. It's just that two particles are described by a single function.
Right.
Yeah.
They're like they're quantum particles, right? They're simultaneously two states at the same time, and they decide upon which state they are once you observe them. Right?
Well, that's related, but
Or
entanglement is like a specific property of some particles.
Wait, they just got shot with 900 megawatts. Isn't that nothing in Star Trek?
I'm not sure.
Shouldn't they be fine?
The shields were made by Bajoran, so I don't know.
Oh. No, this is a Federation runabout.
It's a Federation runabout.
From outsourced parts.
The lowest bidder, Bajor.
They need the work.
Yeah,
They're just throwing out antimatter.
Just destroying planets as they crash.
Destroy like a good portion of the system.
Yeah.
Depends on how much antimatter.
Well, that's the end of the Yangtze Kian. We're gonna need another new runabout. If they'd taken the Rio Grande, this wouldn't have happened. The Rio Grande always makes it through.
Yeah, nothing beats the Rio Grande. It's amazing. Always comes back.
That one was built by the Federation. All the others were outsourced.
I like how the interior is completely on fire and full of smoke.
Yeah, don't worry about it. They're not concerned
fine.
about that. Julian, what is that supposed to do if she doesn't have vertebrae anymore? You're doing pumping her heart for her. That's not going to do anything.
Get her a new spine. They did that with Worf. Like, if you got a new spine, you can get a few new vertebrae.
Yeah, it might be a little difficult to find one here, but they could try. Actually, there are a few
Yeah.
spines laying around. They just have to extract them.
No. Really, she wouldn't be truly dead yet. It takes about 15 minutes for that to happen.
You say she just can't move at all, not even her eyes.
Man, Siddiq al-Tahir al-Fadil al-Siddiq Abdurrahman Muhammad Ahmed Abdel Karim al-Mahdi is a terrible doctor.
Oh my god.
Well, his name tag keeps falling into people.
Oh, that's true. He graduated second of his class. Maybe that was the question he missed.
Was he confused a preganglionic nerve for
For a spine,
something
yes.
or other?
Take the form of a Cardassian and tell him to quit asking.
Not a bad idea.
Oh, hey, it's the Breaking Bad guy. Mike,
Seriously?
that's his name. Yeah, it's Mike.
Oh my god, you're right.
He only knows one character to play. He only acts in one specific way.
I think Prince Spiner is the same way. Like he does data or he does I know it's weird.
Drunk data.
He yeah, I don't know, something like that.
Whoa, he just cursed on Star Trek. Alex Kurtzman must have written this episode. He's not allowed to curse in old Star Trek.
Terrible.
Yeah, this war really makes no sense given what we learn later on.
Have you seen what a disruptor can do to a
Can
human
directed
body?
energy weapons completely vaporize another person?
It can do a whole lot from what I've seen.
Yeah. Disintegrating a person with a single shot, I think that's damaging enough.
Can they recover from that? Do the microbes revive them if they're disintegrated? Because a
Might
phaser
take a
can
while.
do that. A phaser can disintegrate them too.
Right.
I think it's canon that a phaser can disintegrate a building, wide beam, but I don't think the writers remember that.
I remember in that episode, The Cage, from the original series, they brought down like a phaser cannon from the ship to go against a rock wall.
Yeah.
I don't know how
later
much
on
a
in the
hand
original
phaser can do,
series,
though. I don't remember.
In the episode Piece of the Action, Kirk threatens to blow off the side of the building with his hand phaser.
Yeah, I guess it should work. Just disintegrate your enemies. Why would you not use directed energy weapons?
Right. Like the most effective thing. If you
Go
can
hit
level up
someone with an
buildings, you can
axe?
just- I mean, if you can level up building, you should be able to take out like what 30 people at once. Also, just setting on wide beam on a group of people, and why would you not
course.
use them?
Apparently, they lost that capability after the original series, because that would have come in real handy during the Dominion War.
Yeah, just
Just mow
don't
down.
Siege of AR 558. Maybe
Yeah,
someone should have told them.
In the episode Frame of Mind in TNG, Riker talks about blowing away the side of the building as well.
Yeah, he
with the hand
does.
laser.
Which one was Frame of Mind?
That's the one where
Ah.
Riker thinks he's in an insane asylum. He thinks he's going crazy.
right.
That's quite a helmet they have. Wait, I thought they didn't use directed energy weapons anymore.
Maybe they're like plasma throwers.
Right.
Then what?
Plasma bullets.
But they were sharpening axes before.
Dramatic effect, you know.
They're just putting on a show for their visitors.
Yeah.
Trying to look
they just
intimidating.
wanna look- yeah, they want to look badass. Just using those axes to, I don't know, shave.
Rocks fall, everybody dies.
Just a few rocks on them and they're dead.
Only temporarily,
true.
though. They'll be okay. They'll get better.
All right. Yeah. It's no biggie.
Yeah, but these are rocks. They're not Star Trek rocks.
This not approved by the Federation.
So, as we learn, this whole thing,
Concussion rocks.
all these people are going to reset. Do they put the rocks back when they come back? Do they put the rocks back on the cliff?
It's a zombie!
Oh
Like-
no.
If you were buried alive, would you just like suffocate and then die and then come back to life and then suffocate and then die?
Oh, that would
I
be
guess.
horrible.
That'd be one way to deal with your enemies here.
Yeah, just bury all of them. That's
Man,
it.
these
No, you
people are
can't-
so uncreative on how they could defeat their enemy.
It would take a while.
It's a whole platoon. They all have weapons, and they just can't think of that. They're like, yeah, just keep killing them. Keep killing them.
Disintegrate them, bury them, just go somewhere else. It's a big planet.
It is a moon. Like you imagine, it's a bit smaller than a planet, but it's still big.
Still,
pretty
yeah,
big.
you could go somewhere else.
Yeah, it's still a lot of space to go to.
They're just really attached to this specific cave, I guess. Given that it's the only cave that exists in all of Star Trek.
They used a single set just for every single cave scene.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I think the most
pretty sure-
Star Trek ever like spent on like set was probably Voyager's pilot.
I think that rock to the right of Opaka, I think that's actually where Picard and Beverly sit when they're taken captive in TNG. I'm pretty sure this is exactly the same set. That episode where people try and blow up the ship one time. And then Beverly gets Stockholm Syndrome.
I think I don't recall that episode. What was the name of it again?
Oh, I don't know.
It's the terrorism one.
Yeah, it's
With
the one...
with the guy who draws but has a streak. He also has like a streak of gray hair.
Oh.
in his hair.
Oh, yeah.
The High Ground.
There you go.
Season 3.
What, the one where they pop out of nowhere and take the doctor?
Yeah, and specifically they take her to this cave. And sit her on that rock right there. Well, maybe they should start doing something about it then. I wouldn't worry about this, Julian. I mean, you've already cured death in the Federation like 3 times so far.
It's not like if he dies here, he'll stay dead.
Fair enough. Like, is there a real danger to go out in open territory if you just come back to life?
Really? I
Like-
mean, she came back with a crushed spine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be that bad. Like, everyone here died 20 times at least.
They could bring in a couple starships, take out the orbital defenses, set up a colony here. They could do some terraforming, it'd be great.
Yeah, the immortality moon.
Well, we'll get an immortality planet at some point.
We can call it the Genesis Project.
Yep, that's one of the times they cured death.
They cured death by killing everyone.
Well,
I mean,
if there's
no-
no one left to die, then
People wouldn't die anymore. What's the
Yeah.
problem? Wait, did they go back to the runabout to get something?
The doctor did.
Isn't
Yeah,
everything
Bill-
in the runabout burned to a crisp?
yeah, it was left on fire, right? I mean, I guess it's all metal equipment, shouldn't really melt, but it was on fire.
I guess it's fine now. Maybe the microbes repaired that.
Right.
Or nanobots, or whatever it is in this episode.
He's still feeling a bit inadequate from that report.
If you realized it was all pointless, why do you keep murdering each other?
Well, 30 days to make a habit, 30 years to break a habit.
Seems like they have a pretty good incentive, though.
Mm.
It's not like they got the internet to play with otherwise.
Well, all they have to look forward to is putting the rocks back in place after they collapse them on their enemies.
I think after the fight, they just take a sort of a break to realign everything back in the cave. They just have it memorized by now.
Wait, how do they even have energy weapons? This is a penal colony.
How do they even power them?
Where did they get guns? Where did they get the energy to power the guns? I mean, they probably got a couple phasers from the runabout, but even that enemy group had guns.
Mm.
I mean, this is technically supposed to be a penal colony where they're being punished by endless war, so it's not mentioned on screen, but I think it's not unreasonable to assume they gave them some means to recharge things.
I guess.
Fair enough. Like, if they gave them weapons to fight each other, maybe the nanobots just recharge them.
Possibly.
It could be the satellite grid.
Right. Wirelessly charging all of the weapons at once.
Winding a handle. Maybe after a couple years of winding, you could get a single shot off. I guess
Well,
they have a
knows
lot
they have plenty
extra
of time. They're not gonna. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're not
really.
gonna die.
It's not like they have anything else to do. Like,
I mean, they could try building something for once in their lives, but what's the fun in that? Make themselves a nice house so they don't live in a cave for the next 1,000 years. They didn't even sweep the floor in there. It works very well, Dax, thank you.
He's basically revolutionizing technology here. Where it comes back, right?
Oh, the runabout's fine.
Made it so the Romulan cloak is ineffective. We'll never talk about this to Starfleet Command.
Was that carpet in the runabout? Was that fireproof carpet?
I don't know.
Who cares if they set a trap? You're immortal. Kai doesn't look terribly convinced. Do you think Kaiopaka, when she died, had an afterlife experience with the prophets? And if not, does she still have faith in the prophets?
She kind of mentions that nothing happens when she dies.
Yeah.
So I don't think she did, but I
At
also am
least-
not entirely sure that a real like afterlife is part of the Bajoran religion. They
Right.
don't really talk about it.
I guess I just assumed they would go to the Celestial Temple.
Yeah.
I don't know, actually, now that I think about it some more. She saw nothing.
Maybe she just doesn't recall it, really.
There's a brief mention by Ensign Rowe of a Bajoran ghost in the episode where they get phased in TNG. But like what she calls ghosts there are not what they call ghosts in DS9. Presuming, of course, that they think of the Bajoran paw as a ghost. So it makes me wonder if there's like different traditions that we're not seeing, or just, you know, there's obviously no continuity. That's probably all there is to it, but
I mean, it's Star Trek. Everyone on the planet believes exactly the same thing.
right, exactly.
It's a hat world.
Other than the people who like the paw wraiths. It shouldn't be too long after this episode that we get Vedic Gwyn going in for power.
Mm.
Kaiwin comes in the season 1 finale, I believe. Or not Kaiwin, Vedic Gwyn.
Yeah.
Sorry, spoilers.
I had to use L cars. The first thing I would do is mute the damn keypad.
But there's no haptic feedback, and the computer certainly doesn't tell you anything. How are you gonna know if it worked?
That'll be a problem for the writers.
Wait, who set up the fire display?
Could be the kind of the tradition they built there.
So if they agree to the ceasefire, then they extinguish it. They cease the fire, and if otherwise, they just shoot each other again.
It's a pretty accurate, description. Cease the fire. So, cease fire.
No, I already like Mike a lot more than this guy. They must really hate each other to keep going on with a pointless war for so long. What? Do they specify what they have against each other? Why they're fighting in the first place?
I don't think they do.
Yeah, I think at the beginning of the episode, they both kind of say that they've completely forgotten why they're fighting.
Water and land? What do they need water for if they're immortal? They can't die. And what do they need land for? There's like 20 of them total.
Being slaughtered is merely an inconvenience to these people. I'm not sure why he's making such a big deal out of it.
It's like, oh, bring all your population out. Okay, what are you gonna do? Kill them?
Yeah, I mean, there's really no danger in a threat like that. Like,
They really want to mess with them, they'd steal their shoes or something.
They'd go and mess up their
And just
cave.
get stabbed.
Oh, now they're using swords. They didn't bring their guns here. I guess they actually said before they agreed no guns.
yeah. No one specified no swords or spears.
Oh, that guy very clearly missed with his sword, but I guess that person's dead anyway.
Died from shock.
They just kind of roll with it right now. They don't really care to die again.
What about half a time?
That's probably okay then.
Yeah.
Some kind of.
Oh, they said some kind of artificial satellite system? Man, O'Brien is a lot better at this than Cisco.
Yeah.
That's why he's the most important person in Starfleet.
Well, he also knows that someone, got crashed.
Oh no, they have 2 fire statues.
All right.
What do they do if they all die in the battlefield? Do they just get up and leave, or do they keep fighting?
Whoever wakes up first takes all the weapons home with them.
Is this
Then they
officially
have
the
to-
first
Like the
asteroid rundown?
Decepticons.
For all cellular functions. The microbes
Doesn't
do
make any
all
sense.
cellular functions. So yeah, what do they need water for? They're not going to die of thirst.
Anyone who knows anything the least bit about biology knows that this doesn't mean much of anything. I mean, if okay, we have an artificial system rebuilding your body, is it replicating itself indefinitely because
Where are
your
they
cells are
getting
not
the-
replicating, they're functioning at all?
Where are they getting the energy and the matter to replace stuff? If someone loses their spine and needs to regrow it, do they need to eat a spine worth of material?
It's this kind of episode that makes you think that magic would have been a better explanation.
No, they save that for season 7.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was a Q doing it. Yes, that's what it was.
Ah, yes, Q.
Oh, not Q. Q.
Ah, right. Yeah, I get it.
Well, now there's a spoiler. We know they're gonna get out okay because it's the Rio Grande in orbit.
And
Rio
is this-
Grande
is the
always
Yankee key
coming
on the
into
first one
the
that's
day.
lost?
You know, if she could just name another Kai before she left, that'd be ideal.
Yeah, it'd be way easier.
Do you think they specifically effectively kill off Kai Opaka here because they wanted to introduce another villain in Kai Win?
That's a likely answer, actually.
It may have been simpler than that. They may have wanted to just go for some Bajoran political instability.
Well, they do that too.
Hmm.
With the season 2 premiere, The Circle.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. It repairs their clothes too.
Maybe they want to die, Julian. Or sorry, maybe they want to leave Siddiq El Tahir El Fidel El Siddiq Abdurrahman Muhammad Ahmed Abdel Karim Al Mahdi.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus Christ.
They don't seem terribly happy here. This is the exact same ending as in that TOS episode where they had the computers fighting the war. Oh, nope, they just want to murder them. They could also... They could probably also beam down some supplies. Try and make things better there. Give them a replicator or something.
Well, they would just use it to make more weapons and make more things to kill each other with. I don't think it would be a great idea. Like, the only thing they can think of is killing each other.
Apparently. Is the chief not ready yet?
Mm.
Or is he just waiting for the dramatic moment? Chief, you there?
He just left.
I guess it's regulation to listen in on their communicators and try and identify the most dramatic moment to beam out. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, those were pretty decent episodes. The Vortex was a little bit weird, but Rom's still a sociopath. He'll get better though.
evil Rom. So long, I will forget you just like we forgot about Tom Riker.
He comes back. Oh, no. No, I know what they mean by forgetting him.
Yeah.
When he goes to that prison colony. Yeah, Tom's not gonna have a great time.
Yeah, he got kind of fucked over.
No, we don't get like a legendary DS9 episode until Duet.
How long will that be? Let's... Oh, I don't know. We get a pretty legendary episode next week. We get If Wishes Were Horses with Rumpelstiltskin.
Oh, yeah, that's a curse.
Oh yeah, that's coming next week. It's gonna be great. Get a freak out Molly.
Oh, yeah.
We also get the storyteller with the weird sentient energy cloud that also doesn't really exist. At the origin story of the baseball. And then after... So the week after next, I'm gonna do 4 episodes instead of 3. Just because Season 2... Yeah, Season 2 starts with a 3-parter. So I want to watch those all together. I'm just gonna slightly extend 1 week to make that fit.
They talk about the 3-parter in the Deep Space Nine documentary. It's I don't know. As far as I understood it, the networks were not a fan of them doing long storylines like that.
I think it worked okay, though. Those are good episodes.
Yeah, it's really good for streaming.
Yeah.
But perhaps more importantly than any of that, next week on TNG, we're gonna get Angel 1.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
I'm sure everybody here remembers Angel 1, the best episode of The Next Generation.
yes, we get Riker nipples and hairy chest.
Yep, we definitely do.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fun one. That's gonna be good. More holodeck shenanigans and more weird understanding of how aging works. Too short a season.
Gosh, in a million years when you're finished with these watch-throughs, are you gonna do Voyager or like TOS or something?
Yeah, probably Voyager and Enterprise. That's in like a year.
Yeah, well,
It's gonna be
I can
fun.
only do it so fast.
Let's see. How many episodes are there in DS9? DS9 episode count. 176 episodes. Let's just say 170 to account for two-parters that are always watched together. 3 a week, that'll be 56, 57 weeks.
Wow, that's
So-
a straight year.
Yeah. Eventually. You know, I might get bored of it by the time we even hit season 2, but
Oh well, it's nice while it lasts.
Yeah, you just get to enjoy a bit of it.
we may get to Voyager and Enterprise. And then a
Or,
year after that, maybe Discovery.
You could just do like the classics instead of doing every
Right.
episode. You know, the important ones.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I
Voyager
could.
or something.
Just watch the good ones. But then, if we just watched the classics, we would have missed out on Angel 1.
Look, I mean, Threshold is a classic. Gotta watch that one if you're watching
Yeah.
Voyager.
I mean, unironically, Threshold has at least one really fantastic scene in it, which is the way the Doctor wakes up Paris.
Oh yeah, well,
That was really good. In fact, I'm gonna find that real quick and link it in the chat. Let's see. Unfortunately, it shares the same line as a popular meme.
Oh
So-
no.
It takes... Alright, I found it. Alright, we have a new watch along. That video. It's 28 seconds long. Hang on, let me queue up the timer here.
you probably can just play it on your stream because it's
I could.
probably not.
I'm gonna get
Yeah.
copyright claimed anyway, because this is copyrighted jazz.
Oh well, you don't really sound like anyone's gonna watch the stream afterwards.
Yeah,
Mm. We are,
Alright.
after all, 20 people.
here's the clip. It's on stream.
Oh my gosh,
What
I
just
just lost.
His life signs are normal. A few elevated serotonin readings in the hypothalamus. From what I can tell, he's just asleep.
Can you wake him?
Yeah, just give him a hypo spray. He'll be fine.
Wake up, Lieutenant!
Amazing.
Perfect. That,
It's a classic.
yeah. It's the best part of Threshold. Anyway, that's enough for today. Next week, TNG on Saturday, DS9 on Sunday, the usual. May or
fun.
may not have Discord going. May just be me, may not be me. I don't know. I haven't decided. But that's enough for today.
Right. It was very
So we'll
fun.
see.
We'll list it.
See you guys
Thank
next
you for
week.
letting me join.
All right, see ya. Thanks for
Yeah.
the Star Trek.
Yeah. Good times.